Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back to your detention. You have been
Your
bad.
detention.
You've all been bad. You're now in detention. Yes, welcome back. We're going to continue. What did we do last time? We got some more information about the history of the teachers and the students.
Yes.
And the illegal books they were distributing. And I think one of the teachers, we had something talking about them getting a prison sentence and maybe one of them getting executed.
The woman teacher? Oh, was the guy? Can't remember.
There was at least two teachers involved.
And also, was there a male teacher as well as the male counsellor, or was it just the male counsellor?
I'm not sure.
I think it's just the male counsellor. The woman teacher confronted the male counsellor about him being inappropriate.
Yeah, it did happen. Okay.
So if he didn't have consequences, maybe he turned her in. I don't know if that's relevant because I can't remember it enough.
Yeah, we can have a look at our things. Oh, our notes. Miss Yin. So Miss Yin was one of the ones who was distributing the books, I believe.
That's the woman teacher, as I was calling
yes. her. Banyan tree. Blah blah blah.
Wait, can you go back? Okay, so there were rewards and not asking students to rat people out. Hopefully it wasn't us. I have a feeling I said that last time.
You may have said that. Mayhaps. Old photograph. Roots below the earth claim no rewards for making the branches fruitful.
I like
Someone's
that.
face is scribbled out.
I think I may have said I liked that quote last time as well, actually.
You did, I believe. That could be the counsellor.
The roots below the earth claim no rewards for making the branches fruitful. That kind of reminds me of the quote about, oh shit, how does the actual quote go? About, like, an old man plants trees whose shade he knows he shall never sit in.
Yeah.
It's, for you do the work, but you do it for others. And
Yes.
Okay.
Book club. Teacher started a club for students and are reading some prohibited books. Really, I thought that the book club was just a place for studying. Okay. Gambling is prohibited.
I think that was just a clue for the
yeah.
puzzle we did.
This is a student's medical report.
Is that the boy we were with, or someone else?
Huang Ming Chung. I don't think that was the boy.
Comminuted? What does that mean?
Comminuted, right? Comminuted fracture. Some kind of fracture. I don't know.
Oh, I read that as two completely separate lines. Okay. I mean, they are separate lines, but I didn't read that properly.
Counselling record. Signed by all faculty members. Counsellor Chang Ming Hui. Primary teacher Yin Sui Han. Okay, so I think that's the counsellor.
Yeah.
Chang Min Hui.
It's a different name.
This is what? No, it's a different name. Photograph found in the trash. Remember, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. That's not true, but okay.
It's not as good a quote.
That's the PI one.
I think that was found at our home as well, so that implied.
Well, that was because the husband was cheating.
Yeah.
And
the mother didn't care when he died.
He was doing something else. I think he was gambling.
Not died.
Or something.
Arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radio station, search warrant. Yeah, Dad got his hands dirty, but he'll live. Hearing this, I felt as if she was smiling underneath.
Yeah, it seems like it was implying that she turned him in.
Yeah, I'd say she did, because that's the clue. That, because you get that earlier.
Yeah.
Blacklisted to return home for burial. Blacklisted to return for burial during the period of martial law. Miss Yin Sui Han Sui Ha, I'm probably saying that wrong, was a wanted political fugitive. She was lucky to evade arrest and left the country only to be blacklisted. Travelled the world fighting for human rights and freedom of expression, but unfortunately died of lung cancer at the age of 50. Yes, so that's the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't prosecuted for the books.
Yes.
Verdict from the court. Chang Ming Hui, district level educator, is found guilty with students Wei and others of collusion with communist
Wei
forces.
is the boy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Chang Ming Hui,
who we just said is the counsellor,
put
right?
to death. Yes, counsellor. Wei Changting pleads guilty to affiliation with communist forces. Reading of prohibited texts. Texters. Hey, Squeaking Squirrel. Welcome back.
Hello.
We've both been good, I think. Overall.
Yeah, I've been feeling really good today, actually. I felt really run down the last 2 days, and then today I woke up, I was like, oh, I feel normal again.
How have you been? We're just doing a little recap to try and figure out what's been going on. Because sometimes it's hard to remember when you only stream
It's always hard to remember.
Sentence 15 years jail time. Okay. Wei Chung Ting pleads guilty. So Wei Chung Ting is the student.
Yeah, it's the boy who
And he got sentenced to jail time.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Decrepit Man. I'm not sure who that one's from. That's the last one we got.
Okay.
A return to the freedom of not sick.
Yeah, well, I say run down. I didn't feel sick. I just felt like really tired. Which I think was because I got tattooed on Monday, and it's never happened to me before, but there is a thing colloquially called tattoo flu, where you get run down or whatever because your body's fighting to heal.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I've had bigger, longer tattoos and not had it at all, and then for some reason I just felt very fatigued the last 2 days.
Well, if you've been run down already, it's probably just.
Well, I didn't think I was, but yeah, maybe I was. Sorry, I can't stop yawning.
Exhausted since finishing. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, and get well after COVID.
Is your taste returned properly yet? There's actually 2 new ones.
Yes, it was 2 new ones. Just on a side note, I think it's kind of funny. I was thinking when I go to work, there's potentially one person, maybe a couple, who may ask, like, oh, can I see your new tattoo? Which I think is quite funny because as soon as it happens, I'm like, you haven't seen, like, most of my old tattoos. So what's the new one? The old ones would be just as exciting, surely.
It's just showing an interest in something.
No, it's cool. Like, I'm not saying that's a negative thing, but just because I tend to wear long sleeves quite often, not all the time, so my arm ones are more obvious, but I pretty much always have my legs covered. Like when it's very, very hot, or if I'm like showing off, I guess, I'll have fishnets. I don't really do like bare legs that often, and especially obviously at work I'm not wearing fishnets, so people don't necessarily know that I have tattooed legs. Anyway, the new ones, one is a Halloween pumpkin and the other one is like a skeleton-y, ghosty rabbit.
Yes, both very cool.
Thank you.
Alright, just let us click. There is a note on the cart.
On the cart?
Get it? Oh, this ghost is saying it. I think did we do this with her?
On the cart, though? What are they talking about? Is there a cart? I can't see a cart.
No, the ghost is saying that. So the ghost is telling us to go to the cart to get a note.
Yeah, I heard you say the ghost is saying it, but I still thought she was looking at a cart. I didn't click what you meant. Unfortunately, coffee still tastes kind of awful. Like I can force myself to drink it, but still not what it used to be. I don't drink coffee, so I can't relate. Though coffee does smell good.
I do not drink coffee either, but not by choice. I miss coffee.
I hope it if you feel like you still need it, I hope it starts tasting better for you. But also it could be a good opportunity to cut it down or cut it out if you want to. I just know a lot of people end up trying to do that at one point or another.
Okay, where are we going?
So now you're yawning.
We have to go to the card. I am a little bit tired.
I feel okay right now, but I'm sure I will get tired very quickly. I just had one of those days where I just can't stop yawning. Full stop.
I remember this area being a pain to navigate. Door is locked. We can't go anywhere. Wait, what? How did I get here?
You went through a door.
Oh, maybe there's another door that I missed.
They sound really cute. They are pretty cute. It's kind of awkward to show off tattoos if they're on legs. Like, I want to wear other things, but somehow I only wear jeans 90% of the time.
That's pretty much me, but I'm probably closer to 99% of the time.
Well, I actually wear short skirts and short shorts a lot of the time, but I'm wearing stockings 90% of the time. As I said, actually probably more than 90%. As I said, fishnets sometimes. Though at the tattoo festival last year, I had a high-low kind of skirt, so I somewhat felt covered, but I was like, I'm going to a tattoo festival, I have to like have my legs out because the artists did this amazing work and people should see it. And I'm sort of last minute now going to this year's one. So
yes,
I've been trying to think about what skirt or something I might be comfortable with having my legs somewhat bare.
Ma'am, what are you talking about? Where's the cart? We can't go anywhere here.
The other week I haven't actually owned jeans for a while, but I adjusted some of Jacob's old jeans. And so I was like, I gotta test these out. So I wore them to work. And it's got rips on the knees. And I was thinking, oh, that'll look really, because my knees are tattooed. I thought, oh, that'll look really cool. Like, my tattoo's like showing through the knees. And then I was sat down and I kept getting distracted just looking at my legs because the rip doesn't go on the knees on me because it was Jacob's knees where it wore out, and I've now made them like high-waisted jeans on me, so it goes a bit above my knee. And so on one side you just see colour tattoo, which you wouldn't have seen anything in particular anyway, but the other leg is black and grey, and on the knee it would have been a cool demon-y mouth. But instead, all you could see, one, it was black and grey and they're grey jeans, so it's almost the same grey, and all you can see was a nose, and it looked kind of ridiculous.
Got a nose on your knee.
And then I pointed it out to the couple workmates I was talking to, and they said it was like, when a dog like boops its nose through a hole that's been like drilled in a fence. So that's all I could think of, looking at my legs and just seeing this little, it's not technically on a demon, but that particular bit is recognisably like a human nose. So it just looks like a little nose sticking out my jeans.
I don't really know what we're doing here.
Maybe one of the skirts that are cut so you can show them, but they also aren't out there all the time. Yeah, it's one of those things where, because I'm just more comfortable not having my legs out usually, yeah, I'd probably do something like that. But in that situation, I think I might feel okay with just having bare legs. But it'll be like just above the knee, I think. Whatever skirt I wear, it won't be much shorter than that, I think.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, have we done all we can do switching between? I'm sort of just
I don't
confused with where we are and what we've done. It's kind of like I was never comfortable like wearing a bikini on the beach, and then in Australia you're like, everyone is, regardless of their body shape or anything like that. And it's way too fucking hot to not be wearing a bikini. So you just become comfortable.
That's the only time I did not wear jeans. Was when we were in
Yeah.
Australia.
You wore shorts for the one and only time I've ever seen you wear shorts.
99% jeans.
And yeah, the tattoo festival, I sort of was like, oh, it was a high-low skirt last year, as I said, so it wasn't quite the same, but I kind of feel like, in that scenario, like, there's all sorts of people with half their body out, regardless of their body shape or anything, as they should do whatever they want to do. So
is that
I think I'll feel okay.
Is that like a medium skirt?
I guess so.
It's a high-low skirt. It's medium, because it's high and low. It must be medium.
It means it's high in the front, low in the back.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's medium in the middle.
I guess so, yes. But as I said, like, I'll wear wide hole fishnets with a short skirt or short shorts or whatever, so it's not like I'm completely uncomfortable, but it's like there's just something that slight barrier makes it a bit different. Because it's not so much the shape of my legs, it's just like the skin tone of it, or like, I don't know, I just sometimes think they look bad, but the more it gets tattooed, the less bad it looks, so because it's all covered up with tattoo. It sounds way more cute than intended. Exactly. It was pretty cute.
I don't know.
Which is okay, that's fine. Yeah, we are just walking around. That's why I'm rambling more and more, because we're just walking around and I don't know what to do. Should I look at a
walkthrough?
walkthrough?
To her.
But then we can't go anywhere?
Yeah, we can turn this light on.
And does that change anything when we switch back?
And we can't leave here.
No, but when we switch back, is the light on or something? Does that change something?
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
Well, we can't see that area. Well, actually, this one's on. We can't get her to come past.
Which one is the ghost looking in the window for?
What?
Is the ghost looking in that window? Is that relevant?
No, I don't think so. She won't go. See, like, she'll walk with us.
Yeah, I get all that, but
she won't walk past the light. So if we have the light, that means we can interact with her.
Well, wait. So can we turn that light off?
Oh, I did that, and then it seemed to turn the other one off as well.
Okay.
Oh, now it's on. It wasn't on before. Acting immediately on one's determination. This is the philosophy he believed in. That someone should take fate into their own hands. With you following him, what ideas do you hold? Submit to someone's fate. Live a laid-back life.
Take hold of your destiny.
Is that what we're doing?
I mean, that's what it should be.
That is a charming thought. So life has gained a goal. Next to him, you found yourself. You are me. Alright, okay, so now we're past the threshold. The ghosts.
Reminds me of looking at cosplay outfits, but then I realised that nope, I'd never wear anything like that in public, but I'm also the kind of gal that would wear long sleeves and jeans in the height of summer and suffer. Well, the thing is, with a cosplay outfit, if you put a pair of stockings on under something that's short, and if you think the stockings are too transparent, you can wear more than one pair of stockings. Like drag queens do. Some drag queens don't shave their legs and they can cover it with, 3 or more pairs of stockings. So if they can do it, then so can I. I remember I saw a photo of myself once and I think I was wearing 2 pairs of skin colour stockings and then fishnets over, and it perfectly blends everything out.
No matter how many times this replays, nothing can be unwound. You can never redeem yourself.
Jeez, that music loud.
Is it? Sounds fine for me.
It's just that note, I think. That note.
Policeman, I think. Or is that our no, it's not our counselor. Instructor by. This is the book list I mentioned before.
We are the rat.
I found it on our teacher's desk. Wasn't our counselor involved in the book stuff too, though?
Yeah.
But we were in love with the counselor. Miss Fang, the country appreciates your assistance.
The council might have told us to do it if he was pissed at the teacher.
But he was involved, so he'd get, like, prosecuted as well.
Well, if it's found that he's involved.
Oh, darling, welcome back.
Hey, Cyrus. How are you doing? Welcome
Hello,
back.
sir.
Welcome back.
Sacred advice that layers fix everything. Exactly.
Did you think finding something to rely on would starve off your fear? One day, however, he was gone, just like that. You've lost everything you can depend on. What choice will you make now? Calm indifference. Try to take them back.
I feel like if we're in
Quietly
detention, it's because we're
accept.
trying to take it back.
We can't really, though.
And if we did something wrong,
How can we take it back?
well, I don't think we can. That's why we're in limbo. But if we accepted it, why would we be in limbo? Wouldn't we just move on?
Maybe we've quietly accepted it and just suffer. And we're just
You
suffering.
can click whatever you want.
We'll do that. The instructor's sharp gaze was stifling. You steeled yourself and performed without hesitation. In that one moment, transforming into a pitiless patriot. Easier than you think, right? You are me. Where are we going? Where are we going? Who is it?
Yeah.
I think it's Wei.
doesn't
Because
look
he got
like-
imprisoned for 15
He
years.
doesn't look like he's in prison gear. He just looks like he's a striped top.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think last time I said it looked like the dad.
I feel like the dad doesn't tie in enough.
Yeah, no, I don't either, but...
We on the roof. There he is.
Yeah, there's no way this way.
There's no way that's Wei. Well, I just thought it might be him when he's older. He's been in prison for 15 years.
Okay, fair. Except it doesn't look like a prison uniform.
Because it is the future,
It's a
because
polo shirt.
the teachers had the article about the teacher passing away at 50 from cancer. So obviously people have aged, but we haven't. Yellowed pepper plain. From the white deer to my white daffodil, fate holds us apart. So let us meet again in another life to our freedom.
White deer is the necklace we had?
We did. I think it was white. It was a jade necklace, but it was also white. I think.
It was a deer, though.
It was a deer, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Open the door!
Open the door.
Chang Minghui, you are suspected of spreading anti-government propaganda, smuggling banned books, and organizing illegal gatherings.
Okay, so that's the councillor, so maybe something did happen.
The court has already obtained the necessary evidence. We now arrest you on the grounds of rebellious activities. Do not resist on pain of death. Okay. Looks like it will be difficult to escape this time. Fine.
Oh, that music. It's not so much the
Take my
noise.
head so that I may join my brothers and sisters in death. So you can always just take them off.
I have.
Oh. Why? Aren't people born to live freely? To think openly, to speak their minds without restriction or fear? Freedom of belief, love, and self-realization? Being with you was a happiness of the simplest and purest kind. I couldn't help but think. when we could be hand in hand, living an untroubled life. But in the end, this is only a fool's dream. I too am vain like the daffodils, fixated on my grandiosity. The world is not ready for the likes of us.
I mean, we could have ratted him out to escape, but we're, I guess Stockholm syndrome or abuse or whatever, where you.
白水先染上一河鲜血，
Well, we got that.
Yeah.
Daffodils
只
died.
能
Oh,
如铁锈般凋零。
I don't want to read it.
It was just that music, something about the like it was really just piercing.
Yeah. Maybe your ears are sensitive today.
Maybe like a slight level below piercing. But uncomfortable.
Are we somewhere? What? Do we exist? No? Oh. Is that us? Are we playing this dude now? No book. Amnesty certificate. A certificate of amnesty. Name. Wei
you're right.
Cheng Ting. Type of pardon. Amnesty. Crime declared invalid.
So he spent a bunch of time in jail. However, he is not wearing a prison uniform. I was still right, it was a polo shirt.
Yeah, well, I assumed he's not in prison anymore.
Yeah, but you said it
It's
looked
done a
like he was wearing a
sentence.
prison thing.
No, I didn't.
I think you did.
I don't think I did. Maybe last stream. Not this stream, though.
Okay.
I can't remember. I can't remember what I said last stream, but I don't
I thought
don't
you
feel
said
like
it
I did.
before, but okay.
No. I just said he might have been in prison and he's aged since his sentence. Thought I would rot in jail. I didn't expect to live past martial law. People say I'm a victim of politics. My crime was written off, but my youth is long past. Something lost can never be regained. Letters from home, a yellowed letter. My son, Chung Ting. Even though I witness sickness and death on a daily basis, this still fills my heart with grief. Your mother's disease was utterly untreatable. I can only hope she died without worry, without pain. A person's body can be physically locked up, but your mind is always free to go where it pleases. Father hopes you can still get some peace of mind in this situation. Stay warm, stay safe. Your father, Jia Shin?
Yeah,
Is it?
X is a sh sound,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Eventually, mother still passed away. Father didn't take it well and had to take a break from his clinic work. His written words were spirited and calming. They supported me during my darkest days. So we actually started playing as him and then we stopped and now we are.
And I said it seemed weird that his part seemed over. It is interesting how we've switched because it's not like consistent switching between.
Well, no, it's just the narrative
Yeah.
switches. Verdict from court. It's one piece of the verdict. Cheng Minghui, district level educator, is found guilty with students. Oh wait,
Yeah,
put
that's
to death. Please guilty affiliation. Community reading permit. 15 years of my life were taken away by a piece of paper. I can still clearly remember when the military police came knocking and carried me off in front of my mother. Little did I know that was the last time I would see her face. Okay, that's... Yep.
so. Yeah, it's obviously information we still need to know. It's still relevant.
After being released from jail, I haven't had any contact with Ms. Ying. I couldn't believe it at first, but I heard she had passed away abroad due to lung cancer. Like with my mother, only after seeing her ashes with my own eyes was I able to realize I had lost a familiar part of my heart forever. And we did read that. We did have that one before. Narrate our last word. Because of fear, remorse, the reason remains undecided. I was left with a blur of confused thoughts spiraling through my mind. When I saw the sunlight again, things had changed drastically. My loved ones and teachers went to a higher place. She was buried in an unmarked grave, leaving me a decrepit man.
When we read this before,
Yeah.
At first, that first paragraph, I thought it was the chick talking about herself, and then we keep reading, like, oh no, this is a guy talking. But it seemed to be talking about her. At that point, we didn't know Wei was alive. So
Yeah, we didn't know.
Now it seems pretty obvious that he wrote it.
Yeah.
And it's about her.
It's about his teacher and his mother.
It's about that chick.
My loved ones and a teacher went to a high place.
Yeah, that's the mum and the teacher, but that forcing herself to breed hatred, who knew that she would take that leap and leave this world behind. I think that's talking about the chick killing herself.
Maybe?
Nary a last word because of fear, remorse, the reason remains undecided. That doesn't sound like it's talking about the teacher or the mum.
Yeah, probably right. Buried in an unmarked grave, though.
Yeah.
Would she be buried in an unmarked grave? I thought maybe the teacher would be because she was...
But she wasn't.
What's it called?
She wasn't.
She was blacklisted and returned home for burial.
I mean, maybe,
so they might have buried her in an unmarked
I don't
grave.
know what the cultural significance of suicide is, but that potentially could leave you in an unmarked grave. But also, if she betrayed everyone who she was with, which she did.
Well, she helped the government to take down people who were criminals, in quotations. So I don't think she would have ended up buried in an unmarked grave in that situation. I would have thought the teacher, if they were blacklisted and then returned home for burial, would end up in an unmarked grave, possibly.
But how would they even know that overseas? And why would she be buried in an unmarked grave overseas?
No, she was returned home and buried.
Yeah, but she was returned home to... Well, why would it be unmarked when she returned home? There was no stigma at that point.
Because she was blacklisted.
Yeah, so she was overseas at the point she was blacklisted, and then when she returns home to be buried,
her last wish was to be able to return to her hometown, so she wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
But they allowed her to be buried, but they probably buried her in an unmarked grave.
I disagree with that reading, but okay.
I don't know, I could be wrong, you could be right. We both could be wrong. He saw the teacher's ashes. That sounds like a bit of care. Unmarked grave sounds a lot less care. There was no one to care.
Yeah, I think the whole point of it being in the newspaper is that she's returned to be buried, not in an unmarked grave.
Well, next page might tell us something. Doesn't matter what I was feeling back then, only pain and sadness remain. Okay, that doesn't help us. Where are we going, Wei? What does this say? What does it say, Wei? Construction signboard. Evidence of vandalism alongside many signs of protest. Who's beeping that horn? Keep it down. What do you want from me? Metal lodging for labourers. Alas, to be demolished, all to be demolished. Quoting. Metal. Oh, okay. So we're going back to the school. Seems. Barred from the heavens and hampered from the underworld.
It's the same lady.
Alone and wandering forever she goes. Pitiful. Text box is still there. Maybe the old lady is the young girl. She's like stuck here forever as a ghost.
Mm.
Where's the notebook? What's happening? Why is the notebook suddenly lighting up? The hell? Get out of here, notebook. What's this? The large banyan tree has been cut down. It's weathered the storm of generations, yet it fell under the sharp edge of human desire. Fucking humans, what are you up to? Ruining everything. It's the gem.
So yeah, I guess all the, like, him be...
Oh.
Oh, have we finished the game?
Yes, we have.
All of the stuff, like slitting his throat and everything, was metaphorical.
Yeah. I guess so.
Because she fucked over everyone. but she had a hard life, so I guess we're meant to feel sympathy for her, which I do.
I think so, yeah.
And she was being abused by a counsellor, so...
Maybe this is the introduction to the game. We've only just started.
Yeah, I feel like the reason he starts showing up at the end and the reason that the credits are now rolling while we're walking around as him is that maybe it's only now that she's finishing up. Or actually, no, I feel like she's still going to stay there forever, but this is a significant part of her detention.
Hmm.
How many years was he sentenced to?
15, but it said he didn't do all of them because he got released when they went into martial law. Sentence got
He is looking a little...
commuted or whatever.
So if he was like 17, even if it was 10 years, he looks older than 27.
He was in prison, so
Yeah.
tends to age you a lot faster. Is he gonna go to his desk? Yes.
Those notes are too much again.
What? That was pretty good. I feel like
I
I
liked
didn't
that.
quite grasp all of it, but
I feel like we basically
yeah,
did.
the gist of it.
I feel like there may have
we
been
didn't know
some...
what happened to her, but maybe it's not. You're not supposed to know.
Well, we thought she killed... Well, at least I remember saying that I think she killed herself because, you know, it's called detention. It seems like limbo. Ages ago, we didn't know who was dead because I thought he was dead as well, but it implied at least that that she had killed herself in the last stream, if not earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were all, you know, reading banned books. She was in a relationship with the counsellor, but then she betrayed all of them, and then she killed herself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We were not prepared for that to finish that early.
No, we weren't. I was gonna say, I was gonna mention earlier that our next game will probably be the Alan Wake DLC, because I do want to get through that and then get to the new game, because apparently it's really good, which is a surprise seeing
amazing
the
things
first
about
game was like pretty average.
Yeah, in our opinion.
Yeah, well, a lot of people I think thought it was pretty average. Like the story was fine, the gameplay was let down by the gameplay, but it wasn't anything like amazing. But yeah, apparently this one's like really good. So
didn't someone say it was something like the PT we never got?
pretty much, yeah. And Hideo Kojima like shared that as well, retweeted it. So.
Oh jeez, I think you showed me that, but I
interesting.
didn't click.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff popping up, and I'm like, I feel like I'm going to get spoilers for it real quick. So I do want to play it.
I've just seen
pretty
how good it
soon.
is. I haven't seen any spoilers.
Yeah.
This is sort of an awkward time because I feel we can't really get into a game enough.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get too tired before we get too far into it.
Well, I do want to check I want to check if I actually even have the DLC because
Okay.
I don't know if I do.